Hey there, and welcome back to Dustland Delivery. Exciting times. The developers have dropped a new DLC called Sheol. I hope I pronounced that correctly. This DLC introduces a new map, but also that map comes with an underground system as well. So besides the surface, you can go into the underground, and apparently there's a whole system of subway connections and things like that that we can explore. Also, there's going to be some new biomes, so there's going to be a volcano, glaciers, and the important concept of ruins is being introduced as well. That is going to be very exciting because then you can take your characters, explore the ruins, but apparently that is very tough and it's kind of like a risk-reward kind of thing. So, and I keep using the word apparently because I didn't have a chance to prepare for this recording. We're literally going in blind. Isn't that exciting, guys? Alright, so let's start the game. Here it is. It says hard, which shouldn't be scary because we did the whole Twilight Valley hard and, well, we should be okay. For story reasons, this map must be played in hero mode. That is fine by me. That basically means that your character cannot leave the truck, and your character is basically, in a way, is the truck itself. That sounds confusing, and I probably should have phrased that better. But either way, let's dive right in. Alright guys, I'm gonna create our custom character here. Give me some moments, and I will be right back, and I will show you what I came up with. So this is what I came up with. So we're playing hero mode, custom character. I changed it from runner mod to crazy mod. And the stats, I kind of spread them out because I was thinking, if you look at this, if you just assign the first batches of books, you always get a black kind of +4 everywhere. And I noticed that virtue is also an option. I'm not sure if that was in the base game. Apparently it must have been. I didn't know this was an option because this is not easy to get in the game, virtue. The rest you can kind of level up, but I'm not sure if you can level up virtue if you get a skill point in the game. I don't remember seeing that at all. Then I also did 1 point in charm, and virtue can, to coming back at virtue here, this could be really important because if you have some people in your truck that have high virtue and you have low virtue, then they don't get really along and it can lead to tensions and stress. So virtue 10 should be fine. It's not really very high, but it should be okay, I think. And for the rest, I kind of did everything at about 10, speech, crafting, intellect, husbandry, in case we get our attack dog, cooking of course, and I will be leveling up these cooking and crafting, and also focus. I will level that up as well. Those are my 3 main abilities that I focus on all the time. So, relationships, basically I have Taranis if it does at 15, the rest at 10, Metropole at 5, Dustwolf at 0, extra supplies, I bought some scrap, some rations, and the extra equipment, I decided to buy a cooking hat, a crafting helmet, a safety helmet, a crowbar for crafting, a pipe gun so we can upgrade that eventually into a bolt action rifle, and some sunglasses. That's going to help me with increasing the focus, and so we shoot better and more accurate. So I think that would be very handy. Might as well pick them up in the beginning, because right now I don't really have the crafting skill, and I also didn't unlock many blueprints yet. Alright, let's dive in, right? I think we set it all up. Please enable hero mode. Yeah, okay. We got that, I think. Wow, yeah, okay. So like I said, I've not prepared for this. I don't know what to expect. I hope I don't die in the first episode, but we'll do our best. In the darkness, you hear a muffled sound. You're yet to open your eyes, but you can feel a warm liquid trickling down your leg. Reaching down, you feel an object sticking out of your thigh. A sudden wave of pain washes over you. That stinks. Oh, okay. So we're wounded. We started off wounded. We got some experience for that. That's really fantastic. If I had known that I would start wounded, I would have taken a medikit. I'm not sure if I start with medikits. In the standard game, you start with a couple of medikits and some salve or some cream or something. We'll see. It takes a lot of effort, but you manage to tear off the mask, obscuring your vision. You appear to be in the cab of some sort of truck. Things are still blurry, but you can make out windows riddled with bullet holes, a smashed up trailer, and another truck that's been damaged beyond recognition. Apparently from a head-on collision with your own. The truck looks as if it were designed by a madman, or Mad Max truck, I guess. You recognize the object stuck in your thigh. A steel bar, violently ejected from the cab of the other truck, has smashed through your windshield like a javelin and pinned you to the seat, not to the spot. Where am I? Where am I? Wow, this is a very exciting start, guys. We're wounded and our truck is damaged. try to think clearly, but your mind is blank. The sheer force of the accident has caused you to lose your memories. Grimacing through the pain, you pull the steel bar from your thigh. Luckily, it hasn't gone through any arteries. You patch yourself up and staunch the bleeding. The pain resonates through you from head to toe. All you can do is sit there and try to clear your thoughts, but you can't think of any explanation for your current situation. Search yourself for clues. You pat yourself down and discover a few things. A thoroughly bloodied ID card. It could be yours, but you can't make out any other information. A notebook. The front bears an inverted purple triangle. You can actually see that here, I think. Yeah. And the pages are filled with notes and formulas that you can't make head nor tail of. You find nothing else. Let's look outside then. You notice that the truck's fuel tank is leaking. Yay! Oh my god. Oh wow, okay. Looking into the distance, you see smoke billowing on the horizon in a number of places. Maybe you should check them out. Yeah, I brought it to walk, right? Luckily, there's an intact jerry can in your trailer with a little bit of fuel left. Hey, but only a little bit. 100. Okay. A whole bunch of quests. Investigating several wreckages, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have guns. Okay. And a wounded trucker. Yeah, I kinda have that. Let's see if I started with something. Okay. Ointment. Let's do that. It takes an hour, but I want to save the medikits then. Let's see if we're lucky. Okay. So also not infected or any crazy stuff like that, and we're no longer wounded. Now, melee, I can use a crowbar. And I'll put on my crafting helmet, I guess. Gun. Oh, I should actually wear my sunglasses. So at 28% accuracy, guys. I didn't buy an attachment, I forgot about that. Yeah, whoa, okay. Let's see, we have water, food, tires. Well, the truck is... We're able to drive now, though. So that is good. Let's look at the map. Okay, so these are the wreckages. We have to explore all 4. I notice a lot of red and orange. Do you guys notice that too? Because that is really not the way the standard map is. Because all these orange and red zones, these are high infected zones. Okay. I don't see any roads here, for example, with safe towns. So I guess we have to find a way to go in the underground or something? To be starting in kind of in a relatively safe spot. What are these skulls here, though? It's a wandering swarm. A bunch of infected packs have coalesced into a terrifying wandering swarm. Don't try to take them on unless you're ready for a hell of a fight. Well, we're definitely not ready right now. If you remain completely still on the map, the swarm won't notice you. Okay. Well, I have to explore these things here, right? So let's go here first. Then there, then there, then there. And if we're still alive after that, we can see what we're going to do next. You have enough fuel? Is there anything I'm forgetting here? No, I think we can go, right? Wow, that is an interesting start. At least it starts right off the bat with the storyline. Investigate wreckage 4. You arrive at the source of the smoke and encounter truck wreckage spread all over. Along with a number of bodies strewn across the ground, it's a grim sight. Let's take a closer look. You notice that there are arguably 2 types of wreckage here. Some are ordinary truck parts, very similar to your own. The rest look like part from the bizarre-looking truck that you collided with. You realize that you're desperately low on supplies, yeah. As you size up the trucks, wondering whether they might contain anything of value, you hear a faint groan in the distance. The flames of the wreckage are growing larger, and oil is spreading across the ground. Whatever you do, you better do it quick. I'm gonna go for supplies. You find half a tank of fuel, okay. One of the trucks seems almost intact and still filled with goods. It must have been on a supply run. Not far away you hear an explosion. Great. One truck is already gone, you don't have much time left. Save the food, save the medicine, save the scrap. Let's save the scrap. 1,000. Okay, perfect. You realize that you're desperately low on supplies as you size up the trucks, wondering whether they might contain anything of value. You hear a faint groan in the distance. The flames of the wreckage are growing larger. The oil is spreading across the ground. Okay. Okay. Try to find survivors, I guess? You follow the sound of groaning and find a man lying on the floor. He's very oddly dressed. His clothes seem to be pierced through with nails, and what's skinny you can see is covered with lurid tattoos. In fact, he looks a lot like the truck you could just crashed into. Oh, great. He seems not to have noticed you and continues groaning in pain on the floor. Yeah, I'm not going to kill him. Well, we don't have time to chat, so... Well, let's heal him, I guess. We get virtue, okay? Seeing you approach, the man stares blankly for a second, then he suddenly rises to his feet and lunges towards you. Whoa, really nice. Roaring what you assume are obscenities in a language you don't understand. I'm not gonna reason with this guy. Might as well finish him off. That's the spirit. You notice something slung over his shoulder. It's a gun. Finders keepers. Ah, so I didn't have to buy my gun in the beginning. Okay. The burning fuel continues to snake across the floor. Time you got out of here. Okay, well, that was a close one. Huh. If I'd known. Oh. Okay, it works for me. Do we have ammo? 100. Perfect. That swarm is still there, so we should be okay. Wow, that is quite an exciting start, I'd say. Almost there. Swarm is moving. You arrive at a smoke-filled stretch of road and find a number of trucks strewn across it. Some of them look like yours, others look like the madman's truck. They're all riddled with bullet holes. Okay, take a look. There's no sound from any of the bodies, thank God. They're definitely dead. Some of them are wearing clothes that look like a lot like yours. Maybe they were your companions. Others are clad in garish garb. They're probably the ones who attack you. I get virtue for this, but I right now I don't care about virtue. Let's go search enemy corpses. Pick up a fair amount of ammo. 50. Oh yeah, okay, well, we have to survive, so we're gonna search our own bodies. Find a few boxes of medication and some ID cards. Look, by the look of it, they were medical personnel. A medikit. We got that medikit back, guys. Oh, so we have no option, so we don't have no choice there, so we kind of have to bury them. Oh! As you're figuring out how to bury the bodies, you hear sudden movement. You turn to discover that they aren't dead. Oh, wow, nice. They aren't dead after all. You might not remember much, but you know what, in fact, it looked like. Yeah, I'm gonna kill him. I have a shotgun now, guys. Bite. 73. It's not night, so... Shoot. Well, we hit. And turn. I don't want to run away and accidentally get scratched on families, you know? Get some experience. No, we don't need the dead bodies. Too many in number. Okay, so they keep coming. Great. Got some fuel. Okay, whoa, they're right there. They don't follow us. Okay, okay. There's another swarm moving here. Alrighty, you arrive at the source of the smoke. To your surprise, there's only one single truck here. The smoke isn't coming from wreckage after all, but from the bonfire that somebody has lit. That's the first bonfire. You catch sight of an old bearded man wearing the same clothes as you and holding a metal pipe over the flames. As the pipe turns red hot, the bearded man presses it against one of his wounds, cauterizing it. Let's observe. Ah, goddamn, the old man coughs and splutters. He's pale and weak, clearly doesn't pose any threat. Hey man, you okay? As the old man notices your presence, his previously despondent eyes suddenly light up. You're alive, he exclaims. I can't believe it. I thought I was the only one. He coughs again. Do we know each other? What do you mean, do we know each other? The old man's joyful surprise quickly turns to shock and he begins coughing violently, spitting up blood. You notice that the blood is black. Uh-oh. Take it easy, old-timer. Listen, I don't have much time, says the old man before launching into another coughing fit. He gazes at you. The life is clearly fading from his eyes, but you can still see his determination. These goddamn sons of blah blah blah. Please tell me everything you can. The old man is so weak that he can barely finish a complete sentence, but you catch a few key phrases. Headquarters, New Taranis, Underground City, Arcadia Station, and specimens. By the end, he can no longer speak. He points towards the truck trailer, then slumps down to the floor, no longer moving. Look where he was pointing. You look at where the old man was pointing. Inside the trailer are two children, staring right back at you. If you're not mistaken, they must be the specimens the old man was talking about. The older child, a boy, stands protective and alert in front of the younger girl, looking you in the eyes. You smile awkwardly, figure out what to do next. A trucker has joined. Two of them. Oh, they actually joined. They have to get kids in the truck now? Yeah, figuring out your next steps is probably a better move than trying to remember what it is you have forgotten. For example, how do you get to New Taranis? While you think it over, you might as well check the old guy's truck for any useful items. Well, check the truck then. Chunks of meat. Oh, nice infected meat. Try to find fuel. You pop the cap on the fuel tank. You're in the luck. Looks like there's a fair amount still left in there. Great. Oh wow, that's nice. That's a nice amount. Check out the tires. No use, that's okay. Bummer. Okay, look in the cab. Opening in the cab, your heart soars as you come across a notebook left behind by the old guy full of useful information. Let's go, I'll read it later. As the Dustlands stretch out endlessly ahead of you, you realize you're still not sure what you're supposed to do. Might as well take a look through the old man's notebook. Flip through the notebook. The cover bears an inscription, "Long live mankind." The handwriting is nearly illegible, and it takes you a lot of effort to decipher it. Who am I? You flip through the pages but find no information about yourself. After all, you don't even know your own name. But as luck would have it, the front page contains information about the old guy. Employee number 346. Phlebotomy Department. Security team. The rest of it is illegible. I think phlebotomy is the department that draws blood, isn't it? Blood testing? No? Blah blah blah. Who were these kids? You can't find a single thing about them, which strikes you as odd. The old man seemed like the kind of guy who'd write everything down, right? What did he mean by underground? Field operations team memo. Due to a wave of infected attacks, cities on the surface have been essentially abandoned. Remaining survivors have retreated underground. Currently, the old subway system entrances are our connection to the surface. Warning, do not approach surface cities unless strictly necessary. Okay, keep that in mind. So apparently there's a subway system. Maybe he kept a diary. Most of it is day-to-day accounts of the old man's life as a security guard. What is this at the end? Day 30, hit by the Dust Wolves raid. Convoy has been almost completely wiped out. Security team number 3 fought them to the end. Team 4 tried to draw their fire in order to protect the specimens. They're all dead too. I got hit pretty hard. It's not my own death that bums me out, it's the fact that mankind is looking extinction straight in the eyes. At least Team 1 got away along with Dr. White. As long as Dr. White's still alive, maybe there's still hope for a happy ending, even if I won't be around to see it. Dr. White. Who is he and where is he now? Maybe he kept a diary. That's what we clicked on, okay. On the back page of the notebook, you find a map. Dr. White's name is written at the top, and 3 locations have been circled in red. Arcadia Station, to New Taranis, so that starts a quest. Center for Disease Control. The old man has circled this place and written preparations important. Starts another quest. Headquarters. Starts another quest, I guess. So Dr. White has to be in one of these places. What if we are Dr. White? I mean, that would be my first thought right away, right? We're probably Dr. White. No? At least now you have to go, let's go. Tasks. So headquarters, so we can locate that, right? Where is that at? Oh, that's right there, but... Well, yeah, we're not going to go there right now. Just checking out where everything is. We still have a wreckage to explore, by the way. Centers for Disease Control. Whoa. What? Oh, this is the volcanic zone. Nice! And then we have Arcadia Station. Oh, hey, what is this? Oh, is this how you go into the underground? The subway, I guess. Well, we'll explore this and then... hold on, let's reset. Explore this and we'll go underground, right, guys? Let's go. Wait, we have 2 kids in the truck. Almost forget. Stop. Okay, that's fine. Car camp. Do some recon. They're not dangerous. Can we do trade? Do we want ammo? I have 146. Do we want food? Let's buy some tires. We have a decent amount of scrap, actually. Crew fatigued. Yeah, well, the kids, they can actually drive. This is hilarious. Oh, there we have the virtue diversions already. What are we looking at then? Because I'm at 14, am I not? 14 now. 20. 20. Whoa, these kids actually have some nice stats here. Look at this. 20, 20, 20, 20. They can't fight, but they can cook, craft. Yeah, let's have some kids in the truck and we put them to work right away, guys. Cooking, crafting, intellect, virtue. And a very high speech. Whoa. Okay, I'm pretty useless compared to these kids. But I'm not sure if I want to keep 3 people in the truck. That's gonna cost me a lot of food and water. Okay, let's go. We have arrived at wreckage number 3. You arrive at a smoke-filled area and find a number of still intact trucks. They might even have something inside. Only problem is the area is also filled with shambling humanoid creatures. Infected. I should have equipped that gun on the other guy, but okay, let's kill him. It's not... Oh, it's night. Oh boy. Crap of the crap. Oh, we hit. I think that was a lucky shot for a little bit there. Come on, guys. I don't want to be dying right now. We have melee attack 15, but I'm gonna keep shooting. Okay. Having wiped out the nearby infected, you open the truck only to find that there's hardly any supplies left inside. Then again, there's a couple of things here you could make use of. Oh, that's so nice. Oh! Helmet and a blade. Let's equip you the helmet. What's that? Defense 15. And, well, I should probably equip the blade and use one of these kits to the crowbar. I don't want to go to the stereotype, so let's unequip this. Let's give the girl the helmet. I don't want to tick anybody off that is watching. I will make the boy the cook. How about that? Alrighty. So we have to make our way here. Well, this first episode is going to be mostly reading the storyline and finding our way to the underground, it looks like. I must say, I find it an interesting storyline so far. Oh, they're both tired already. We're not stressing, so that's fine. Take this away. Oh, survey points. So we have survey points here. That probably has to do with the runes, I think. I don't know for sure. I did notice something else, by the way. So if you look here, there's a rune skill now listed. I don't have any rune skill. This one has a mood boost. Hold on. Okay. So the mood boost spent 2 AP attack points, or action points, to reduce all team members' stress. So now you have these characters that have a certain rune skill. Spend 2 action points to reduce all team members' fatigue. So that when you go do the runes, my understanding is it's like a turn-based system. And yeah, you have a party that basically explores and has to fight and hopefully find some interesting items, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. Alright, so we can head down. Oh, okay. So these are kind of all roads here. Whoa, that's pretty big, isn't it? Oh, I also noticed, I was looking for that on the surface map, but I didn't see him. These cities that we can very likely take over and expand on, just like in the previous playthrough that I did on the base map. So you can actually start producing and manufacturing here, and then that is really going to be helpful. You can trade with the other factions, get some income going, and also these are really nice resupply points in case you're in the area. But I noticed that this was not connected here, by the way. You see that? There's no road connected there. Is that something that I can add later then? So like a road building office somewhere? I don't know. It's definitely interesting. Okay, so we are here, and we have to go here. This is New Taranis. So there's a repair shop, library, store, bar. Oh, okay, that's nice. Reset. Wow. So there's also infections under here and on the underground. Wow, this is gonna make things interesting. I have to remember to repair the truck because we're 50% damaged there. Exhausted. Well, as long as you can keep driving, because hopefully we won't have to fight. Hopefully we'll make it there, guys. Oh boy. I think we're gonna make that out. We have arrived in New Taranis. Get some experience. You arrived at New Taranis. It's a big city. Where to next? The old man's note said nothing about Dr. White's whereabouts. Ask around. Paging Dr. White. Got some experience here, but that's not... Well, you never know. We might have to fight. We do... well, now that I know that I have my crafter kits next to me, I might as well focus on focus. Focus on focus. We're gonna make you the cook. Yeah, but that's the whole... Whoa, 1 point. Well, 20 is really high, though. Should I really devote 10 books to... Nah, I don't want to do that. What else? Can I do virtue? See, virtue is not an option. You can only do that at the beginning. I wasn't even aware of that. We don't want to do hunting, foraging, fishing. Husbandry might be nice if we want to give this guy a gun. Yeah, let's do that then. Let's get that focus up. I also noticed, by the way, that they don't have any negative traits. They're just a child. And it doesn't look like that is actually a negative. It's not like they are less good at what they are because they are a child. But it's really positive, this, because there's no negative traits. Focus, I guess. I guess I have to try to keep these in the truck. I really don't know. I really don't know. Alright, paging Dr. White. What do you want me to do? Yep, click ask around button. Alright. Marketplace, I guess. Visit the food market. You take it to all the food stalls. There's no information, but we don't want to buy food. Visit the building materials. You doubt. Find Dr. White in a place like this. Nope. Sundries. Nothing to find there. Bar? That's a bartender. They usually know what's going on in the town, right? A fine-looking young woman. She points to a list of drinks. So she wants us to buy something before she's going to give us information. Well, let's keep it simple. Seeing as you have done as she asked, you feel entitled to ask the bartender about Dr. White. Doesn't ring a bell, she says after some thought. Great. But don't worry, since you're such a good customer, I'll help you out. Go find Old Man Wong. He runs the ironmonger stall at the marketplace. Let's first go to City Hall then. You arrive at City Hall, but the mayor is far too busy. Of course, he's far too busy to meet with me. Then go to the marketplace. Where's that? Oh, there. Okay. You arrive at the ironmonger stall to be greeted by a shirtless old man. Old Man Wong, you presume. The old man is tinkering with a couple of old mechanical devices. Seeing you, his expression suddenly turns guarded. Hi, do you know Dr. White? Dr. White, he says, narrowing his eyes. You from the organization? The organization? Isuzu looked and says, don't play dumb with me, pal. Yep. I knew you'd come someday. He puts down the device down. Pulls out a handkerchief, and starts wiping the dirt of something. So, you're here to make good on your promise. What promise? He widens his eyes with a look that says, are you kidding me? Didn't I tell you to come back when you'd made up your mind? He roars. I've lost all my memories. You think I've lost my mind? Okay, I'm new to all this, I guess. He stares at you skeptically. Slowly comes to realize that your dumbfounded expression is genuine, and that you really have no idea of the agreement he signed with the organization /Al. You probably don't even know what the organization even is. Screw this, I say. I'll take you to see Dr. White. Alright. Just one thing, he says. My son hasn't come back yet. I'm not worried, but I can't go out and look for him right now. He waves a dismissive hand. Go find him and bring him back here. Your son? He's wearing a checkered beret and a patched up green jacket. He said he'd be studying at the library. He's a good kid, works hard, will be a meter one day, not like those prules. Prules, Mina? Something about the words feel familiar, but you have completely forgotten what they mean. Old man Wong looks at you with pity. Maybe you really have lost your memories. Prules are poor, meters are rich, and cap pits have more scrap than they know what to do with, he says. That's about it. Got it. So we have to find his son. Well, library. There's nothing I can do here. This is a new option now. Library. Library. You search every corner of the library, but don't see anyone fitting Old Man Wong's description. Not in the library, usually on the bar, right guys? So the bartender's not it. Drunkard. There he is. Ask him? Sure, I can tell you what you need to know, but it don't come cheap, he slurs. You have to buy another drink? Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Is that... okay. He's suddenly startled. You're a friend of my dad. He asked me to take you home. The drunkard rushes into the bathroom to splash water on his face. He exhales, trying to figure out if there's still liquor on his breath. Finally, he walks up to you. Let's go. Sobering. You bring the drunkard to Old Man Wong, who immediately launches into a reproachful tirade. Catch a couple of phrases such as professional exams, or what you want to be a prule all your life. Got your son back, now it's your turn. Alright, says the old man. Go to City Hall and tell them Old Man Wong sent you. Oh, okay. City Hall. Wait, hold on, that was part of the ask around, that was the mayor, right? You make your way into City Hall. The place is grandiosely decorated. This must be where the meters hang out, maybe even the capits. Capits? Old Man Wong must have got there before you, and is talking to a besuited man in an office. I just need one favor. See what they did there? Hello there, says the besuited man, standing up. I'm the 21st mayor of New Taranis. How do you do? Fine, thanks. That whole thing with the army of the Republic, have you given it some thought? We're here to help, aren't we? Old Man Wong darts his eye frantically between you and me. Clearly you arrived too soon for him to explain your whole deal. Says the mayor with an awkward smile. Well, never mind, let's take this from the top, shall we? We're looking for Dr. White. I understand. I know you're very busy, but I'd like you to hear me out, he says, clearing his throat. As I understand, your organization is looking for Dr. White too. Though the good doctor's whereabouts are unknown, someone matching the description made a brief stop in New Taranis a little while ago. That person was wearing a mask, so no one got a good look. But this Dr. White left us a letter and promised us that if we delivered that letter to your organization, you'd pay us 10,000 crats. 10,000 crats? That is not scrap, guys, that is actually crats, and I think one crat is 50. So that's 500,000 scrap, give or take, I think. We didn't believe it at the time either, says the mayor, shrugging. Someone else from the organization came a little later and said they'd consider it, explains the mayor. But then we heard nothing more about it and more or less forgot about the whole thing. We don't mean to make things difficult for you, interjects Old Man Wong. So give me the letter. Well, we've been keeping the letter safe all this time, wheedles the mayor. Don't you think we deserve something in return? How many crats are we talking? Oh, it's so gosh. We talk money, don't you think? Yes, I do. As I mentioned earlier, we're being menaced by a gang of bandits that call themselves the Army of the Republic, and they've been sending us daily threats in the hopes of extorting themselves some protection money. The mayor casts a glance over your weapons. We have very few properly trained soldiers around here, he says, and the city guards are already stretched to their limits, so I was thinking, out with it. We have recently discovered the location of one of their bases right here, he says, pointing to a map. Help us get rid of them and I'll give you Dr. White's letter. I need more information. What do you need to know? What's that deal? Well, all you need to know is that cities across the Dustlands are having the same problem, explains the mayor. They are nothing like the Dust Wolves. They rob you just once, then demand protection money, and they usually don't take much, so most cities, including our own, have decided to grin it and bear it. What about their weapons? They're all well armed, says the mayor, not like your average bandits at all. Ahem, says Old Man Wong, suddenly interjecting. Nothing compared to the firepower you're carrying, of course. How many of them are there? I'm not sure, but there can be more than about 10 of them, says the mayor. That's what our scouts have gathered so far. Okay, well, I'm just me and 2 kids. They're not even armed. That's all we need to know. Frag him and help the mayor. Okay. Let's get some experience going. What do I want to do? Focus. Focus. Let me make sure that equip your gun. Okay. Okay, so we have a whole bunch of quests now. Help the mayor, frag him, headquarters, and so we're not going to do these anytime soon. Frag him. Let's see what a camp is. Is this the camp? Really? Oh, okay. So it's underground. Good to know. Yeah. Okay. So we basically have to kill those bandits, and I don't think that's something that we can do right now. I don't think we're way ready for that. Before I forget, repair truck. Hull. So. Wow. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave it here. I know most of this episode consisted of reading the storyline, but at least we know what we're dealing with and where we're at. Yeah, next episode I'm gonna explore the inn, the bar, and all that stuff again, and well, you know the drill. Slowly gear my crew up and do some quests. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be delivery quests here as well, but everything is gonna be below surface, I think. So we kind of stay away from the surface for now. But wow, this is this is tough. This is a tough start. I don't know what to expect really. But either way, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.